Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another StarCraft 2 cast with me, District StarCraft. And once again, we have our new submitted to r/casted Rezico playing a game. So let's start it off by introducing our players. In the top left side of King Sejong Station, it is iZiPiZi. Oh yeah, pretty cool. With the capitalized and everything. And his opponent, the one who submitted this game, in the bottom right side, it is Rezico. I don't know if he wants like Rezico or anything like that. We call him Rezico. And as I said, he submitted he just submitted to r/casted, and he submitted a cool CVC very recently with some awesome bailing hits. So he's back with a ZVP this time. So the map is going to be King Sejong Station, and these players are in Diamond League, both of them. So it's going to be some pretty high level stuff compared to what we've seen earlier on casted. So far, nothing out of the ordinary coming out from these players. Just macroing up right now. Drones, and oh, that's pretty early spawning pool. I was just about to say they're playing very standard, both of them, but no, Rezico decides to go for a 10. That was an 11 pool, right? Yeah, it was an 11 pool, so it's pretty early. Not the earliest pool, of course. You can drop a 6 pool, but it's decently early, and of course he wants to apply some pressure with early links. Otherwise, he would have delayed his spawning pool, right? Okay, so on the other side of the map, iZiPiZi getting his gateway up. His Geyser is actually going for a gateway expand, I suppose. Or unless he adds on a forge or something down here. But yeah, it's going to be a gateway expand from our Protoss player. So I feel like Rezico is not going to be able to deal a whole lot of damage with these links, unless iZiPiZi is a bit greedy and he skips the Zealot, which is definitely possible. Oh, he's selecting it though. He's going to build the Zealot. Oh yeah, he goes for the Zealot. Alright, he might cancel this if he doesn't spot anything weird. And he has not spotted the spotting pool. Oh no! But he has to figure something is up since there's no hatchery down here. He has to know something's amiss here. The Zerglings are coming. He's gonna spot these Zerglings with his probe. No, he's not. Oh, is it? Nope. Oh, he's sending one Ling out. That's not the best, really. I don't think he spotted the probe anyway. So the Zealot has finished and another Zealot is on the way. So I think iZiPiZi just saw that Expo was a bit too late, so he's decided to go for 2 Zealots here. So it's going to be just fine against this. But at the same time, his Nexus has been delayed. He has been forced to make 2 Zealots instead of 1, and he's wasting a bit of money. Or not wasting, but he's forced to spend a bit of money. So his Nexus is a bit delayed. But these Zerglings, they can still be very annoying. Okay, 2 Zealots can roughly take down 8 links here. But remember that Zealots move with a movement speed of 2.25, while Zerglings have a movement speed of 2.95. So these Zerglings can still run around a lot and be very annoying. So we'll see what he's going to do with these. So far it's just sent 1 link into the main base to scout out, and the other ones are going back home. Rezico does have his expansion almost finished right now, and does he have any gas? He does not have any gas, so he doesn't really want to follow up with any sort of baning or roach aggression. That's what it looks like right now. Of course, he can add it on later and go for some sort of later roach aggression. The Nexus has been dropped for iZiPiZi, and he's getting a Stalker and the Manship Core as well, and this can actually turn into quite a powerful push. He is chrono boosting out Warp Gate right now, and if he adds on more gateways... There we go, first gateway is being dropped right now. He can easily apply a lot of pressure with this. Remember that Zealots, they deal a lot of damage to links. And they are very tanky as well, so that's why Zealots do trade very well with Zerglings. And with the addition of the Manship Core, it is crucial for Rezico to keep his Queens alive, to have any sort of anti-air available. But fortunately, Rezico is trying to prepare for this. He is getting 1 Spy Crawler, it's just finished now, and he's got 3 Queens down here. So I don't know if he scouted anything weird, or if he just has some sick game sense. He does scout the Manship Core right now, as well as his Stalker. So I feel like Rezico is going to be very fine right here. I'm curious about the income right now. It is pretty even, and the drone count 21 to 22. So iZiPiZi is keeping up with the pro production. Of course, he can chrono boost those out, and Suckplay cannot. But so it's looking like pretty even game. Rezico did not deal crucial damage with the Zerglings, the first Zerglings, but he did kill off 1 pylon, and he did get a scout up. So right now they're both pretty even right now. iZiPiZi's expansion just finished up, so it's gonna start mining from there right now. Metabolic boost has been started, so Rezico did decide to go for some gas, but he only left one drone in there, so he pulled 2 out of there just to mine as much minerals as possible. But iZiPiZi can actually warp in a lot of units here. If we go to the structures, we can see that there are 5 gateways right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 gateways. You can warp in, like, that's 5 zealots, that's 500 minerals. And as I said earlier, zealots do trade very well with Zerglings. The metabolic boost is far from finishing right now. And metabolic boost is really what makes Zerglings annoying to deal with. Zerglings without metabolic boost can easily be kited with both zealots and stalkers. Why is he cancelling the pylon? I don't know, if he wants to go for aggression, he should have kept it. But perhaps iZiPiZi wants to fall back? No, I don't know. He's getting another pylon. I don't know what's going on. iZiPiZi is still producing probes though at home, so there's not any sort of all-in or anything. But now Rezico, the metabolic boost is about to finish up, and iZiPiZi, I think he waited for a bit too long. Rezico's going for a counterattack, and this could actually be quite... Oh no, I'm just kidding. It's not going to deal a lot of damage because iZiPiZi just recalled back home. It's going to be just fine. Look at this, they're both supply blocked. Okay, Rezico got some overloads up. They were both supply blocked, which was a bit funny. Robo being started right now. So, oh shit, this is so annoying. I hate this. I hate it. And iZiPiZi gonna have to set that rally point out here. Yeah, look at this. It's gonna change the rally point. Hang on. Okay, so perhaps he does not want to do that. The Robo is about to finish up, as well as a Forge halfway done right now. And the Robo, of course, he wants to get out of Observers, and perhaps Immortals, but the final goal is, of course, Colossi. And Colossi are really crucial in dealing with Rogue Chida, which is the standard... Oh, this is awful. They can't recall. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's just awful. I hate that. Of course, Colossi are crucial in dealing with Rogue Chida, as I said, and Rogue Chida is kind of the standard mix for Zerg players, and it's been for a very long time. It's back since Wings of Liberty. +1 being started right now. Of course, Protoss players aim for +3 attack before anything else. That is generally what you want to do. He's keeping this rally point here. What is he doing? He's trying to kill off this gateway with his own probes. It's just set out the rally point over here and get your army back and kill it with these zealots instead. I don't know. So the income should be favoring our Zerg player. Yeah, just slightly though. The third base is being started right now. Of course, the income for a Protoss player was does a lot more. Of course, as Protoss player, you need a lot more gas because you need to get out those Colossi very quickly, as well as these sentries. Oh my god, it's warped in 5 sentries. That's 500 gas. The Zerglings are here though, trying to break through. Not gonna happen with 5 sentries and a huge zealot wall. Gonna try to deal some damage here, but not really gonna be successful. The creep spread from Rezico is actually pretty good here. He's spreading in all directions with a lot of creep tumors, and this is really what you can achieve with early queens. Personally, I like to go early queens because 1, they give you some additional defense. They deal a surprising amount of damage in the early game. Actually, 2 sentries fell here. That was not that great for the iZiPiZi. As I said, they can defend surprisingly well in the early game, and of course you can spread creep with them. And creep spreading is super crucial for Zerg players in the higher leagues. In the lower leagues, I'd say focus mainly on injecting. That's good enough, but when you get into the higher leagues, you want to focus on creep spreading as well. The Zealot Warpin, not the most successful one I've seen. Rezico's gonna shut this down immediately. Oh, there was some cute micro here with the Zerglings, I don't know, running around. And now roaches have entered the field, and 1 Immortal is in production. Of course, Immortals are the strongest counter I think I've ever seen to roaches. Oh, it's gonna drop it. Oh, what is he doing here? Nope, nope, this is not gonna work out. He tried, of course, to force field the ramp and warp in units, but it's not gonna be successful. Doing some, trying to catch Rezico off guard with these zealots as well. Just pull him everywhere, but it didn't quite work out. So yeah, as I was saying, the Immortal is basically the greatest counter to roaches I've ever seen. It's basically, that's the largest counter I've ever seen. I don't know how to express myself, but Immortals are just absurdly good versus armored units. They deal 50 damage, base damage versus armored, and when upgraded to +3 they deal 65 damage, which is just absurd. And of course they have the hardened shield as well. It's gonna lose these 3. Okay, now we managed to save them. Okay, Robotic Space on the way. Twilight Council is about to finish up as well, so we can get a +2 attack very soon. Of course, +1 is finished for our Protoss player, as well as +1 range for our Zerg player. Protoss player trying to break out right now and secure his third base. Of course, Zerg players rather generally secure their bases a lot earlier than Protoss does, so it's a bit hard for iZiPiZi to break out here. But it's gonna be successful. Gonna get that base up right now. And generally, Protoss player wants to get a pylon, cannon, and then 2 gateways around it, just to protect that cannon and be safe. And it is just surprisingly effective, to be honest. But Rezico is gonna come in here with a couple of seconds. No cannons are up, no gateways are up, and it's gonna get a cancel on this nexus. There's nothing iZiPiZi can do to save this. There we go, cancel. Being he's gonna cancel that. That's what I wanted to say. And it's got 3 immortals right here. And as I said, they are great versus roaches. But are we gonna see a lot of roaches? I highly doubt that, because we have 4 hydralisks on the way right now. We got +2+1 rather coming in, and Hydras are good in the mid game. Here we can see the double gateway wall. Hydras are extremely good in the mid game. When Protoss is stuck on this comp, that's when Hydras trade extremely well. But as soon as these little things, this Colossi right here, as soon as these start to come out in high numbers, yeah, you're gonna have some problems with your Hydras. You're gonna have a bit of a trouble there dealing with the Protoss army. You need Corruptors, you need Vipers, and so far he doesn't have either one of them, but he does have his Hive on the way, which of course allows for Vipers to be produced. You don't need any sort of spy to produce Vipers, you just need the Hive tech. Right now iZiPiZi is moving out, and all the while this is going on, the Sejongs are trying to deal some damage over here. Not quite able to deal any sort of damage. So right now iZiPiZi is dropping proxy pylons, as they are called. But I wonder if Rezico's going to be able to deal with this. This is what he's got right here. Armor supply is 60 to 95. And it looks like Rezico's going to be able to deal with this. But remember, force fields on a ramp and Colossi are allowed to deal a lot of damage. That could change a battle heavily. And let's see if they're going to fight here at the ramp. A 4th base being secured for Rezico, and iZiPiZi does have a pylon up here, so he's going for some cute warpins, and this is super annoying to deal with. As a Zerg player, you have to get up a lot of spines at your bases, but no, this is not the fight. iZiPiZi wants to take Castle Recall, and he does. Oh no, the snipe! The snipe! Oh, they pretty good force fields there. That was pretty nice. Good force field once again. But no, Rezico's coming around. It's gonna. Oh, I think he accidentally hotkeyed these into this army or something. Could have denied this 4th base, but not quite getting cancelled there. iZiPiZi is moving back with his army, but he can just not fight against this. As I said, Colossi deal great, they trade great with Hydras, but when Hydralisks are in these great numbers, there's no way for Colossi to deal with them. I'm curious about the income still. iZiPiZi is starting to fall behind in the income, and Protoss armies are generally a lot more cost effective than Zerg armies, because they are just a bit stronger, and as you can see here, they deal a lot of damage. So, of course, Protoss players aren't supposed to be mining as much as the Zerg players, so you can afford to be a bit behind in the income. Right now, we finally starting to see Vipers come out, and Vipers, they're crucial versus this type of army. These types of armies, because they can blinding cloud. How do you even say that as a verb? They can blind these stalkers, and they can abduct the Colossi. See that? Blinding cloud is super annoying. These stalkers now have melee range and they cannot attack. And as a Protoss player myself, I absolutely hate blinding cloud. It is one of the worst spells. Okay, I know a lot of people rage about force fields, but anyway, iZiPiZi is moving in here right now. It's gonna take down this 4th base. Rezico tried to defend, but as you can see, the Protoss player is trading just a bit too cost effectively for Rezico to move in there. Force fields are pretty good in these type of situations. You can just force field off here, and with a hatchery here, that creates a full wall, and iZiPiZi is just safe. Right now, I don't think iZiPiZi has to push here. He has killed the 4th base, and he denied some mining for our Zerg player. As you can see, he's now ahead. So you can just sit back for now, try to deny this 4th base from ever coming up once again. Because his army is just not big enough to trade here whatsoever. Look at this. This is a huge army compared to the one from our Protoss player. +3 being started right now, and the upgrades are 2-1 for our Zerg player and only +2 attack for our Protoss player. So I'd say this game is still pretty even. iZiPiZi killing this base off was very important for him. He, as I said, he denied a lot of mining for our Zerg players. So What is going on here? I don't even know. Could he use a fourth? No, I don't know if he needs his fourth. It needs a fourth miner there. High Templars starting to make the way into this army, and High Templars are basically the counter to Vipers. As I said, Vipers can Blinding Cloud, they can use Blinding Cloud, they can use Abduct on your Colossi. And if you want to keep any sort of splash damage left, you need the High Templars for Storm. And you can also feedback the Vipers. One feedback I don't know if you can kill a Viper. If you look at the HP here, they have 150 HP, and they're gonna have 200 energy, I think. So one feedback can definitely kill off a Viper. Sejong is running by here, no warping to deny this run by, and this is not gonna deal any sort of significant damage. You can just warp in a couple of units here, I think. Storm is being researched right now. It's actually not done. I thought it was done. Should have started a long time ago. And these High Templars are starting to pile up their energy right now. If we have a look here, can we? No. Okay. Hang on. Wanna look at the High Templars? Oh, that's right. Can only do that with one. As you can see, they're starting to pile up their energy. One Storm costs 75 energy, and they can all afford that right now. But of course, Storm is not finished. Here we go. The Circle is pushing right now. It's gonna abduct these Colossi right into the army. And Blinding Cloud, as I said, super annoying to deal with. How long until Storm is done? Storm is about to be finished, and I think iZiPiZi can hold off here with Storm. Yeah, it's gonna be super fine here. Are we gonna see Storms drop? No, we see feedbacks on these Vipers, and this allows for the Colossi to deal splash damage instead. But this little group of army, this little small group, is actually dealing a surprising amount of damage up here, and I don't think iZiPiZi doesn't even see them or something. I don't know, they're dealing a lot of damage to this probe line, but now it's pulling back. I think it just hotkeyed them. Yeah, there we go. Rezico's getting back in there, dealing a lot of damage, and iZiPiZi is just pushing. I don't know, he must see this is going on. And yeah, now he's finally starting to turn back, but these units have a lot of damage. Worker skill is now up at 32. Oh my goodness, that is so much. Look at the supply right here, 195 to 96, and you know, there's no way for our Protoss player to stay alive here. Ultralisks are making the way out on the map. Chitinous plating is being researched, as well as +3 range and +2 carapace. I feel like iZiPiZi. Oh my god, the Nexus died. Jesus Christ. And I think Rezico is just gonna walk over iZiPiZi right now. He's gathering his forces, and soon it will all be over. Rezico's got a couple of Vipers here. He needs to keep those alive, and he needs them at the front lines. Rezico securing a 5th base over here, and this was a I just think this is gonna be over right now. Rezico's gonna crush this bush. I think it was a game showing what the diamond macro player can really do. Rezico is very strong with his macro, obviously, and he did very well in this game, I have to say. Felt like he was in a bad position, you know, very shortly there as his 4th base died, but his PC overextended there, and somehow, someway, I think he lost his army. I'm gonna see Storms. There we see Storms. Of course, unfortunately, Storm does not stack. So, and no blink micro coming out of our Protoss player. These Ultralisks are allowed to deal so much splash damage. And there we go, ha ha ha. That race. Oh my god, you for real, bro? Oh, as a person with the insight in this game, and I saw the entire game unfold, I think iZiPiZi lost this game. Where I don't know where he lost it really. When he lost this 3rd base just recently, he lost all the possibility to reinforce his army, the ability to reinforce, and you know, generally I think iZiPiZi macro pretty well. They were pretty even for a long time, but I don't know, somehow Rezico just had a lot more units out on the map at all times. His supply was always ahead of iZiPiZi's, and his armor supply was always larger. Look at this, 17 hydras in production. So Rezico, I hope you enjoyed this cast. I've been casting both of your games I think you submitted so far, and I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you keep on submitting games. So I'll see you in the next one, I guess. Bye.